Good morning, Vampire Bunny. How are you? Good morning, Sunshine. How are you doing? Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sunshine. Yeah, smash that like button. That's right. Yeah, it's early here, 7 o'clock here. I usually get on earlier, but today I thought I'd get on a little bit later. I'm doing nothing. I'm glad you're doing wonderful. I'm doing wonderful also. I can't complain. Good morning, Vampire Bunny. How are you? How you guys doing this morning? I seen it. I gave you. I went to your page and I commented on it. Sunshine, you must didn't see it yet. You looked beautiful. Go, girl. Yeah, that's good. You're doing great. That's good. Our topic today is about miserable people. Yeah, you need to look on that. Sunshine, I comment on it. If you go back and look at your video. Thank you so much. You're very welcome, Sunshine. You looked beautiful. Oh my goodness. I was like, wow. Your hair was pretty. Who was doing your hair? Was that your sister or somebody, a friend of yours? Did a good job. I did not see much of it. Oh, okay. Right. Well, today our topic is about being around miserable people. Good morning, Brandon. How are you? I'm hoping everybody having an awesome morning or afternoon. Yeah. So dealing with miserable people, you know, when you deal with miserable people, you end up being miserable. When you are around somebody that's miserable, they want you to be miserable with them. Everyone can't recognize me. Oh, I know, because you're so beautiful. That's right. Yeah, you are so beautiful. That's right. Oh, so like I was telling you, dealing with miserable people, there's a lot of people that's miserable in their life. Reason why they're miserable in their life, because they just simply jealous of each other. And they don't want to do better. They like their life the way it is. Being around a miserable person will usually make you miserable too. Our captain can't believe what he saw. Wow, cool. You looked beautiful. Yes, you looked awesome. Amazing. Yeah, a miserable. Wow, great, Brandon. Yeah, so being around somebody that's miserable, they usually have a miserable life and a miserable heart. And when you're around people like that, you usually end up being that way too because you're around that person. That's because they're being negative. They're being miserable. They want you to do the same thing. When you do that, be like that person, you end up being that way. Don't be like other people because they're miserable. A miserable person has a miserable life. Reason why they have a miserable life because they don't want to do better. More video later, right, Trisha? And the couple place with it. Okay, Sunshine, cool, cool, cool. Thank you, Sunshine. Yeah, so miserable people love their life. They like the way their life it goes. They don't care what people think, and they want to bring you down too to be miserable with them. Just because you're around a miserable person and somebody negative, don't you be negative with them because a negative mind ends up being with somebody that's miserable. You're very welcome. End up being around somebody miserable. A miserable heart means a miserable life. A cheerful heart fills the day with a song. So when you have a miserable life, miserable heart, you have a miserable life. If someone is miserable, there is always pain around their misery while they admit it or not. Amen. Right. And usually when they're miserable, they want you to be miserable with them because they're not happy with their life. If you're cheerful with your life, you're going to be cheerful. If you're miserable, you're going to be miserable. You're going to live a miserable life. And you want everybody around you to feel the same way you feel. Try to stay away from people like that. If you can't stay away from people like that, if they don't want your help, then just stay away from them. This the Queen Sunshine, best Trisha Hee. I'm blessed to have good people. Amen. That's great, Sunshine. Yeah. So usually try to be away from those type of people because they usually bring you down because they want you to be miserable because they are. I've been around a lot of miserable people, and usually when they start being miserable, they start talking negative. What I mean by talking negative, they don't think about themselves. They just worry about who they are. They don't worry about you. If they're miserable, they want you to join them being miserable. They want to talk negative towards you. They want you to feel bad about yourself when you haven't done nothing. That's them feeling that way. Make sure you guys thumbs up the live. Yeah. So be around people that's gonna be positive in your life. Stop being around people gonna bring you down. Because being around a miserable person and they always talk about, I ain't gonna never do this. I'm not gonna never do that. Stay away from those type of people because they don't mean you no good. They're going to keep downing you and keep downing you and keep bringing you down. I be around people like that every day, but I tend to stay away from people like that because when you do be around people like that, they bring you down. They bring you down to your lowest. And I have been around people like that all the time. And when I get around people like that, I move away because I do not like being around people that's going to bring me down or make me feel negative. Hey, Chrissy, how are you? Thanks for joining. I got on at 7 this morning. Yeah. So be around people that's going to bring you up, lift you up, and speak kindly of themselves. Don't be around a person always down and, I ain't going to never do this. I'm not going to never do that. I'm never going to make it. If you're around a person like that, you're going to end up thinking like they think. So when you want change, you want to change yourself from being around those people, simply stay away from those people because they're going to bring you down because they're not happy with themselves. A miserable person lives a miserable life. They always negative about everything. Everything, nothing is good to them. Everything they want is, everything they talk about is negative. They never talk about nothing positive. I be around people like that every day. And I always try to lift them up. But if they don't want me to lift them up, I'm going to leave them the way they are. Because like I said, miserable people live a miserable life. And they want your life miserable too. They're always talking about themselves. They're always downing themselves. And they were always downing others. Stop being around people that's going to down themselves and down others. We need to move away from that type of people. Pray for those type of people. But if I feel these people can change, yeah, they can change. They can change, but they don't want to. Mostly miserable people don't want to change. Or some are, right, Vampire Bunny. Some of them want to change, not all of them. Like I talked to a couple of people that was very, very miserable. I deal with people like that on a daily, but they don't want to change. They don't want to change. They just want to bring you down. I was talking to a young lady the other day. She was maybe about 30. She was like, "Oh, you always talking about the Lord. You don't know what's going on. You just always talking about the Lord. You always saying you happy, but I am happy." She was just a miserable person. She didn't want to hear nothing about the Lord. She just didn't like herself. She kept on telling me she hated herself. No, don't hate yourself. People like that, don't keep being around those type of people because they're gonna bring you down. And I kept trying to tell her good things, and she didn't want to hear nothing I had to say because she had a miserable life. And she kept on saying, my life is not good. I just wish I could die and this and that. Stop being around people like that. If they don't want your help, there's nothing we can do about it but just pray for them and keep on going. But don't be around them too long because they're going to bring you down also. I am wonderful. Thank you. Yeah. So we got to learn to surround ourselves around people that's going to bring us up, not bring us down. There's a lot of people in the world going to bring us down. They're not going to lift us up because they can care less about lifting us up. Surround yourself around people that's positive. Stay away from people that's negative because when you surround yourself around people that's negative, you usually start thinking negative too because they're thinking negative. I know I was there before. I surround myself around people that's going to talk positive. So this young lady, she was kept on saying that she hated her life and she hated me talking about the Bible toward her. And she was just so miserable with herself. And I simply get on my knees and I pray about people like that because people like that, they need help. They have a miserable life and they feel that they don't have nothing to live for. When you have a lot to live for when you're miserable. Just because you're miserable doesn't mean it's the end of the world. It's not the end of the world because you're miserable. Everybody go through stuff sometime. But when we go through stuff, we need to pray about it and let the Lord relieve that from us. I go through changes in my life, but I don't want to bring people down when I'm miserable and when I'm not feeling like being around people. I'm not going to keep saying, "Oh gosh, I just feel bad." Don't do that, because you make people you rub off that negative energy with around other people. If you feel miserable, get on your knees and pray about it. Tell the Lord relieve these type of things from you. Miserable people live miserable life. The reason why they live miserable life because they don't want to change. They simply want to stay the way they are. So they simply stand still because they don't want to change who they are. I love who I am. And I try to help each and every one of people that's going through different changes because that's what I do. I do that every single day. I try to help people. Everybody don't want your help that you come in contact with because they're going to end up just leaving you. They don't care about you. Mostly people miserable, they don't want to stay in that state of mind. They don't want help from nobody. They'd rather stay the way they are because they think it's comfortable. Some people think being miserable is comfortable because they don't know no other way to live but miserable. But miserable life is not comfortable because you usually end up doing something to yourself because you're so miserable that you don't think you have nothing to live for. When you have everything to live for. Stop letting the world change you. Stop letting the world dictate you who you are. Don't be miserable because of other people. Don't act like other people. You are you and they are them. We need to stay away from people that's going to bring us down. Negative people is all around and they're going to always be all around us. We got to learn to get away from those type of people. They're not here for us all the time. Sometimes those type of people want to keep us down. Learn to love who you are and stay away from those people. If they don't want your help, simply just pray about them and keep on moving. Because we can't please everybody. Even though I want to please everybody, but I can't. I don't have that much energy to please everybody. Hold on, Vampire. Let me see what you're saying. I'm assuming I heard that one day it said that the God only feels an empty person. If a person merely says that they are in pain, really that person, one more step towards God. They are in pain, it's really that person one more. Exactly. When you're going through a lot of pain, Vampire, you are closer to the Lord. When you feel that your heart is broken and you don't think nobody is listening to you, you are closer to the Lord. When you feel that when you feel like everything is going wrong for you, simply things are working out for you. But you don't think things are working out for you because you're going through so much stuff. But things are working out for you, but they work out in the Lord's time. But we still have to learn to pray for the miserable people also. People are so miserable these days and they want you to, miserable people love company. And once they got your company, they're going to keep downing you and they're going to keep talking about you. Stop letting people talk about you. Stop letting people down you. Stop being around negative people. They're going to bring you negative energy. Like I said, I'm around people like that every day. But we got to learn to get away from people like that. Because those type of people doesn't want your help. They don't want to be nowhere near you. They want to continue bringing you down. Don't let people bring you down. Don't let people steal your joy. If they're miserable, they have a miserable life. You don't have to have a miserable life. You chose that way. Everybody chose to be the way they want to be. If you want to be negative, you chose to be negative. If you want to be positive, you chose to be positive. I choose to be positive because it's better. Being negative takes a lot of work. I mean, you got to be mean to people every day. That's not good. Being nice to people every day, that's wonderful. And it doesn't take a lot of work to just be nice to people. And it takes a lot of energy to be miserable with people. Good morning, Carolyn. How are you? Thanks for joining. Make sure you guys hit that like button if you can. Yeah. So learn to love who you are. And if a person miserable and they talking down and keep talking negative, stay away from them because it's going to bring you down also. If they don't want you to pray for them, if they don't want you nowhere around them, and every time you get around them, all they do is talk negative. Oh, I'm so miserable. I hate my life. Why are you talking about the Bible? Like the young lady told me, why are you talking about the Bible? Why are you talking about the God when he don't exist? Really, he doesn't exist? You know, I told her, I'm going to pray for you, sweetheart. She said, I don't need no prayer. My life is horrible. Your life is not horrible. You think that way because you don't pray enough. Simply, if you pray enough, you wouldn't think your life is horrible. Everybody is here for a reason. And when we are here for a reason, we have to enjoy our life while we're here. Don't live a miserable life because you're not here long. Live a happy life. Be happy that you're here. Don't go around saying, oh, I don't have no life. I don't know why I'm here. You know why you're here. The Lord got you here, but you don't want to say the Lord got you here. You think people here on earth got you here. But you're wrong. They don't have you here. These people here don't have you breathing every day. The Lord have you breathing every day. So if you're living a miserable life, you need to get on your knees and pray about it and tell the Lord to remove that from you. You don't have to be that way. I used to have a boss who gave each of us large containers of lemon joy detergent to remind us that one can steal your joy unless you allow. Amen, Vampire Bunny. That's absolutely true. Only somebody can steal your joy if you allow them to. Exactly, Vampire Bunny. If you let somebody steal your joy, they're going to come do it. They're going to come do it. Regardless who you're around, if you let them steal it, they're going to do it. Amen, Vampire Bunny. That's absolutely true. Don't let people steal your joy. They do it every day. They do it on social media. They do it at work. They do it everywhere. They're going to steal your joy because you let them. Don't let people take you out your character. People make you take you out your character because they think that's what they want you to do. They want you to feel some type of way. Don't let people let you feel some type of way. You are amazing just the way you are. And I just made a video about being amazing, wonderful, and you guys gonna see that today. I'm gonna put it up. I'm so used to doing these online video, but you guys need to go check out my amazing video because let me tell you something. We are amazing just the way we are. Like I told the young lady, you're amazing just the way you are. Oh, no, I'm not amazing. I'm horrible. When you start feeling these type of things, you start talking negative. No matter what somebody say about you, you're going to talk negative. A miserable person lives a miserable life. They don't want nobody around them, and they don't want to hear nothing positive. Still talk positive to them, but don't let that negativity roll off on you because they're doing that. Usually people that talk negative and you hang around them, you usually do the same thing they do. You don't want to, but it usually happen that way. Why? Because that's the way life is. That's just the way life is. That's the way things are. But we need to move ourselves away from people like that that's going to judge us and talk negative about us. And miserable people are that way. They're going to judge you for who you are. They haven't even got to know you, but they're going to judge you because that's what they do. That's their job because they're miserable. And once they're miserable and they got you miserable too, then they're happy. They got another person just feel the same way they are. Don't go down that route. Choose something different. You don't have to be like people because you hang around them. I talk to a lot of negative people, but I don't have to be around them. I don't have to act like them. I don't have to think like them. But mostly people that's very weak-minded end up acting like them and being like them. Don't be weak-minded because you're around somebody that's negative. I try not to surround myself around negative people, but usually I be around a lot of negative people. Every day I'm around somebody that's talking negative. Somebody always saying something that I don't like. But you know what? I simply move myself from them. If someone is saying that they're horrible, they are being negative, or they have things that they need to change, maybe fully come back. Amen. I believe that too, Vampire Bunny. Yeah, this girl, she was just so negative. Everything I say, oh, I don't believe in the Lord. He ain't done nothing for me. Really? He haven't done anything for you? He woke you up this morning. And that's something he done for you. He didn't have to. And that's a gift from the Lord. And we have to really hold on to that and thank the Lord every day that he did wake us up. She said he didn't do anything for her. Really? That's meaning you're really miserable and you're really, really negative. Stay away from those type of people because they will bring you down. They will simply take you down to the core. I've been there before and I know. I've been around people that would take me down and, make me feel I'm not doing what I got to do. When I know I am pleasing the Lord, I don't have to have nobody define me. Usually people get an answer for people here on earth. You don't get an answer from people here on earth. These people are not the ones you're supposed to get an answer for. You go get an answer from the Lord. I'm back. I'm more handsome. Okay, Sunshine. Yeah. I thought I made you a mod, Sunshine. You're not a mod? Wow. Hold on, Sunshine. Yeah, so miserable people love to be around miserable people. Miserable people like to be around positive people. You know why? Because they try to bring those type of people down. Don't let them steal your joy. A miserable person love to be around somebody positive because they can continue on nagging them until they get them the way they want them. You're very welcome, Sunshine. Often it is what the conviction that draws them to the Lord, but guess best to be prayed. Guess best to pray. Amen. It's best to pray. You're right, Vampire Bunny. We all have to pray for each other because some people don't pray for each other. Thank you, Tricia. I think last week you said a Sunshine will become mod this week. Yeah, you know what? I forgot about her, but thank you for reminding me. I happened to look. I say, wow, she's not even a mod. I mod people. I don't just give everybody a mod because everybody is not worthy of a mod. They're not. They come to your live for 5 minutes and leave. No. I want somebody to be here and watch out for people on here. Yeah, you're doing good. Yeah, so just learn around. When you're around a miserable person, try to pray for them. And if they don't want you to pray for them, still pray for them. Pray for them and move on. You don't have to be around that person because they're miserable. Don't go around being negative because they want to talk negative. If they want to talk negative, let them talk negative. Even though you pray for them and they still doing it, let them do it. Miserable people live miserable life. They talk negative. They don't care. We having good barbecue ribs. Wow, good, Sunshine. That is awesome. I sure wish I was there. Yeah. Be around somebody that's happy. You don't have to be happy all the time. I'm not happy all the time, but we got to be around somebody that's going to make us happy, not bring us down. This girl, you know what? She did a number on me was it Thursday? Was it Thursday? No, it's last week. She did a number on me. She was like, oh my goodness. Oh, I just can't stand people talking about the Bible. And I'm trying to talk to her about it. She said, you can go away from me when you want to talk about the Bible. And it made me feel some type of way. I was like, wow, and I just simply moved away from her because everybody don't want to hear about the Bible. Everybody don't want to hear about the Lord. I have a question. Do you usually ask people if you could pray for them? Yes, I do, Vampire Bunny. I do. I don't just go around praying for people because I don't do that. I don't do that because everybody don't want you in their space. You have to ask people. Don't just go around pray for them. But I pray for them on my own. That's good, Vampire. But you know what, Vampire Bunny, what I usually do, I pray for them on my own. If they say no, then I go home and pray for that person. Because miserable people really need help because usually a person that's down and out on themselves usually ends up committing suicide because they think they don't have nothing to live for. Don't get yourself in that situation. Trisha, I be here at the background. Husband's on. Okay, cool. Cool, Vampire. I pray for people on my own too. Yeah, Vampire, we have to. Even though people say they don't want you to pray for them anyway. Pray for them and move on because that's what the Lord wants us to do. I don't care what a person say. I'm going to pray for them when I get home and pray for them in the car or anything. I say I pray for this person that's being miserable, being negative. And there's a lot of negative people. There's a lot of negative people come to your live stream. You just don't know. Sometimes they just look in on it. They don't come in and say nothing. They just look in on it. Give negative comments. And sometimes they don't say nothing at all. But it's okay. Like I said, I welcome everybody in here. Even the miserable people. Even the haters. Even people just look down on you and just watching you and see what you got to say about something. But let me tell you something. You're never going to hear me say nothing wrong. It's always positive. It's good to talk positive. Positive people have positive mind. Negative people have negative mind. I am far away from negative. No, I don't want to be a negative person because that negative people brings negative energy, and I don't deal with people like that. So yeah, being miserable, you usually have a miserable life. You talk miserable, you talk about suicide, you talk about why are you here, and just different things like that. You're never happy, no matter what somebody give you, it's just not enough. You're just miserable. You just can't stand yourself half the time. I don't want to be around people like that. I try to help people like that to let them know that there is something to live for. Just because you're miserable doesn't mean there's nothing to live for. Good morning, wisdom. How are you? Thanks for joining, lady. Make sure you give me a big old thumbs up if you can. Yeah. So just because you're miserable doesn't mean you have to bring some, thank you, sweetie, doesn't mean you have to bring somebody down. You don't have to bring nobody down because you're miserable. No. Simply pray for that person and move on. Because we're going to run into miserable people every day. We're going to run into negative people every day. We're going to run into people that doesn't even like you for who you are. But that's okay. When you run into people like that, just simply pray for them and move on. Always hold your head up high just because you're around somebody that doesn't love who they are. It seems that those unfortunately really mean that they want to hurt themselves, doesn't reach out. Amen. That's absolutely true. They doesn't reach out, Vampire Bunny. And it's a reason why they don't reach out. Some people hate themselves just because. What I mean by just because, they don't have a reason to hate themselves. The world hate them, so they think they're supposed to hate themselves. Don't worry about what the world think about you. Don't worry about what the world think about you. If you keep worrying about what the world think about you, you're going to be lost. Stop it. I'm always happy in my life. You know what, wisdom? We always got to be happy. Don't be miserable. People come and go every day in your life, and they always want to down you. They does it a lot here on YouTube. They want to down you, but don't let people steal your joy. Don't let miserable people come and make you negative. Don't let them come around because they will. The devil is really working really hard on everybody now because he know we're living in our last day. So he's working harder and harder. He's trying to get so many people to come to his way. Once he gets so many people coming his way, then he think his job is done. But you have to fight a little harder when the devil is in your presence. Fight a little harder. Let him know that you know what, you're going to stay up under my feet, not up top of my feet. When you do that and let him know that he's not going to steal your joy, he's going to flee. But he's not going to flee if you're going to continue on being negative. Positive. Stay positive. That's when he'll flee. But when you talking negative, and he love negativity, he love it. He said, whoa, I got her. When he got you, he's not going nowhere. That's why get up in the morning and put him up under your feet. Don't put him on top, because if you put him on top, he still see you. Put him up under you and smash him to the ground and keep on walking. And be good to yourself and be good to one another, regardless how people show negative towards you. If they show negative toward the Lord, they're going to show negative towards you. People don't care about people these days. They want to see you fail. People thrive for people to fail. When they see you fail, they're laughing at you. They say they're laughing with somebody, but they're simply laughing at you. People laugh at you every day, but you don't know they laugh at you every day, but the Lord knows. But you continue being the good person that you are, because that's what the Lord wants us to do. He wants us to be good to one another. Regardless what's going on in your life, people are going to steal your joy whether you're doing good or bad. That is just the way the world is. So if you're a miserable person just looking in, continue looking in. Maybe you will learn something today about being miserable. Don't live a miserable life. Don't be a hater. Stop being negative toward one another. Stop bringing people down. There's a lot of people already down because of miserable people, because people doesn't love their life. Always be positive in your life. Right, always be positive in your life, no matter what's going on. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on in my life, but let me tell you something. I'm not going to go on live stream and talk negative to you. Oh, I got this going on. Oh, my goodness. I can't stand some people. Really, Trisha? That is not what I do. I speak positive toward people because it's best. It's best to be positive toward people. No matter how people feel about you, you can't please everybody. You can't please everybody. No matter how people talk about you or what people think about you, you're never going to be able to please everybody. But what you need to do is please yourself and please the Lord. We're not going to be a cup of tea to everybody, but that's fine. We're not going to be a bowl of cereal to everybody, but that's fine. We got to learn to love the Lord and love other people like He loved us. If you look into the idea of happening this new age, some people these days don't know how to act. If one thing goes wrong and they are miserable and feeling depressed, no one has a perfect life. Amen. Amen, Vampire Bunny. Nobody have a perfect life. The perfect person is upstairs. And what I mean by upstairs, that's the Lord. He's up in heaven. He's the only perfect, perfect person. We all make mistakes. And if you say you are perfect, you are a liar. You are not perfect. Nobody is perfect. Stop saying you're perfect. The only person that's perfect is the Lord. Stop trying to live a perfect life. We all make mistakes. When we make mistakes, get back up and start all over again. Stop saying, oh, I don't make mistakes. We all do it. Get back up and start all over. I make mistakes every day. I make mistakes on a daily, but I'm not going to stay down. I'm going to get back up and start all over again. That's what the Lord wants us to do. Get back up. Bounce back up again. Wisdom said, be yourself. Don't look at people. Just look unto God. Right. Be yourself. Stop being like the other person. Just because they're talking negative and giving you negative energy, let them give you negative energy. It's okay. If they're negative toward the Lord, they're going to be negative toward you too. That is just the way the world is. And we have to learn to love ourselves, because nobody's going to love us like we love ourselves. I am the compliment that no matter what I be okay with the Lord. Amen. Absolutely, Vampire. And you have to continue thinking that way. Like I said, people will bring you down. Like this young lady, she tried to tell me, oh, no, I don't want to hear about no Bible. You always talking about the Bible. You always talking about how God is good. God is good. And if you don't know that, sweetheart, who's keeping you alive, then you are a liar. You better know the Lord is good. He's good all the time, not sometime. The Lord is an on-time God, and He's good all the time. He's not sometimey like people here on earth. People here on earth will be sometimey with you. One day they're your friend and the next day ain't. Just like this miserable girl was. She worked at the job where I work at. She's miserable. She's a miserable person. And she's a teacher. You can't be miserable and you're a teacher? Really? Come on. You got to talk positive with children. I do counseling every day. I talk positive to children. Why go around people and you have a negative mind, negative energy? You're bringing that on those children. You're showing those children that you are negative. So what are you teaching them? Negative. Really? Don't do that. You have a lot of wisdom. You have a lot of wisdom, Trisha. Oh, thank you, Vampire Bunny. You know what? I try to do my best. Like I said, Vampire Bunny, I've only been a Christian 4 years, and I am still learning the word. And I do a good job in learning the word. I teach you guys what I know. I am still growing in the word, and I'm still learning the word. I'm not where I want to be, but you know what? The Lord got me where I'm going to be. So I'm going to continue on growing. I'm going to continue on doing what I got to do to stay positive no matter who bring negative energy my way. I get negative energy all the time. But you know what? I don't let those type of people bring me down, because if you let those type of people bring you down, you win. Get up in the morning every day and say, devil, you are a liar. Say it all the time. And when you're going through stuff, tell Jesus to take the wheel. Take that wheel. What I mean by taking the wheel, hey, drive you where you need to go when you're going through stuff in your life. When I go through stuff in my life, I simply tell Jesus, please take the wheel. Take the wheel. I don't want to say the wrong thing to that person. Just take the wheel. What I mean, take the wheel. Take it and you guide me where you need for me to go. Because if you don't, I'm going to say the wrong thing. I simply say wrong things to people sometimes because I'm not perfect. And when I say the wrong thing to people, I get on my knees and I pray and I say to the Lord, if I did anything that's unpleasing to you, please forgive me. Ask for forgiveness and He will forgive you. But you got to get on your knees and pray about it. Don't just say, forgive me, God. Forgive you for what? You say, if I did anything unpleasing to you, Lord, please forgive me. Please forgive me. And I always say that to Him. I always put please in it. I want Him to forgive me if I said anything unpleasing to somebody. Sometimes I make mistakes too. I say something I shouldn't say to people, but I get on my knees and I ask for forgiveness. That's what we all need to do. Some people don't do it. They just go around hurting each other and say, oh, well, she deserved it. Really? Is that the way we do here on earth? Yes, that's what we do here on earth. That's not the way it's supposed to be, though. I wish I had a great program on book or to memorize the book word. You know what? It's a daily thing, vampire. Like I said, I don't know I don't know everything, but I'm learning every day. Like I said, I pick up the Bible at least to try to read a verse a day, even if it's not a verse. Read one of the chapters. I read. I go from Genesis. Sometimes you read the Bible from going from Genesis until the end of the Bible. But you know what? I'm still learning. I don't know all about the Bible yet, but I learn every day. The Lord give me scriptures to read. I get up and I think about what am I going to talk about today? So I thought about that young lady that was living she was such a miserable person, kept on saying, oh, I'm not going to do this, I'm going to do that. Girl, pray. Like I told her, I say pray. She said, pray. How are you going to be a school teacher and you're not going to teach to people positive things? We want to be around people that's going to be positive. Yeah, right. It's good advice, Vampire. Be around people that's going to lift us up, not bring us down. There's too many people want to bring you down. But when you around people like that, you tell the Lord to take the wheel. Simply take the wheel and let you do the driving. Let Him do the driving. I'm around people all the time that test me, and where I used to be at. I don't want to go back that way because I used to be a mean person. Like I said yesterday about life, I used to be a very, very mean person. Um, are you still here, Frank? Hey, good morning, Frank. How are you, sweetie? I didn't see you come in. How are you doing, Frank? Thanks for joining, sweetheart. How's your morning going so far? Yeah. So I'm glad you're doing wonderful. I didn't see you, Frank. I'm sorry. Yeah. So let's surround ourselves around people that's gonna be positive. But like I said about this young lady, she was like, "Oh, you always talking about this. You always talking about that." I was like, "Really? I'm stating that you're gonna do better." She said, "I'm not gonna do better. You cannot be around people." Okay, Frank. I'm sorry about that. Yeah. You can't be around people that's gonna bring you down. You're not gonna be. Don't be around people that are gonna talk negative to you. When you're around somebody, oh, I wasn't talking about that. I know I'm just going all over the place. I'm glad I'm not where I used to be. I used to be a very angry person. I just get angry just because. What I mean by just because, for no reason. If somebody look at me the wrong way, I'll be like, dang, get an attitude. I look back where I used to be at. I thank God I am not there no more because that's horrible. When you mean to people for no reason, just because, you look back where you came from, where you at now, you like, wow, I don't never want to go back to that person because that person, that old me is gone. I am new in the Lord now. So I talk to everybody about being positive. When you be negative, nobody wants to be around you when you're negative. When you always talking down about somebody, oh, he think he this, she thinks she that. Nobody wants to be around you. People like to be around people positive, but there's some people that like to be around negative people. Why? Because they're negative. Me, I like to be around positive people. Why? Because I'm positive. I don't want to be around people that's going to bring me down or want to steal my joy. There's too many people out there in the world like that. Don't be around people like that. Be around somebody that's going to make you feel good about yourself. Love you for who you are. Don't be around people that's going to steal your joy. People want to steal it every day. People try to steal my joy every day, but you think I let them not? No. I'm going to keep ones they're probably used to. They're used to drama. Exactly, vampire girl. You on the ball this morning. Yes, they're used to drama. Mostly negative people are used to drama. I'm not used to drama. When I'm around somebody that's negative, like I said, I be around negative people every day. And when I hear them talking about somebody, say they be in a circle talking about people in a group, I simply walk away. The reason why I walk away because I'm not a negative person. And I don't want to be around people like that. If I'm going to sit around and listen to them, you might as well say you're negative too. I don't want negative energy. And when I feel that somebody's talking negative and being negative towards somebody, I walk away. Because that's not the way we should be. We're here to love the Lord. We're here to love one another. And if somebody gets down on somebody, what usually a negative person usually do, they be around you and they talk about you and then they go talk about the other person. I mean, they be around you, they don't say nothing about you, but they go around and talk about you to the next person. And then they go back to you, hey, how you doing? Don't be around people like that. But sometimes you don't know those people talking about you. You don't know. But the Lord will reveal that person to you as long as you pray about that person. Pray about that person. Stop calling everybody your friend. They're not your friend. Mickey talked about that yesterday in her live stream. Everybody is not your friend you come in contact with. Stop saying, oh, that is my best friend. Really? Pray about that person you call your best friend. Because everybody you come, I don't care, they can have a genuine smile. Everybody not your friend. If you pray enough, you'll find out if that person your friend or not. Go to their live streams a lot. You'll see who's their friend or not. But some people put on a big show there too. Learn who's for you and who's against you. Everybody you come in contact with is not for you. There's a lot of miserable people out there, and they want you to be the same way they are. And once you be like them, they're laughing. They say, oh yeah, she's going to talk about that person with me. And simply you usually do, because you start being miserable. You start like not liking your life anymore, so you start acting the same way that person acted. Don't do that. We are bigger than that. We are better than that. I think people who are mean, talk negative, they have a lot of hurt in their life. People that need a lot of prayer and need God to heal their heart. Amen, Frank, they do. Because that's how I was. I was negative, Frank. And I had a lot of hurt in my life. And sometimes family bring hurt to you. Yeah, sometimes family bring. Let me take this off the charger. Hold on a second, guys. I don't want it to go turn off on you guys. I got to take it off. Yeah. But Frank, like I said, some family member bring hurt to you. And some people grow up hurting, being hurt because of family. Do you ever know a family will hurt you worse than your enemies out here? They'll make you feel bad about yourself. If someone is around a lot of drama, they might create it. Nothing is going on. They have to learn that they deserve good things. Calm, and they have to learn to inherit quiet, calm, no matter what. Amen, vampire, you correctly. Yeah. We have to learn to, just because we're around somebody miserable, pray for them, even though they don't want us to pray for them. I always ask a person, I always ask a person, do you want me to pray for you? And like the young lady I'm talking about again, she said, no, I don't know nothing about God. I said, you can get to know him today, though. She said, girl, please. That's what she told me, girl, please. She said, ain't no God. She said, who told you that? Who told me that? The Lord been too good to me to know that he's not here. He's with me all the time, and I know he's here. He been too good to me. Let me tell you something. It's many days I should have died. You guys, it's many days I should have died. Just know that. And he have been there for me so many times. And you're going to tell me there's not a God? There is a God. There's many a times that I was broke. And honey child, I went to my bank account, or I went in my mailbox and I had money. And you don't tell me, do you have clients a lot of trauma? Yes, I do. Vampire, yes, I do. A lot of them. I'm going to get to that part in 1 minute. I'm going to tell you about something in 1 second. But I had, it's many times I should have been dead. And it's many times I was so broke, I didn't have a dime. And I went into my mailbox. And I had a check in there. And you're going to tell me it's not God? It is God. Just like I was at the airport the other day. I don't know if you was in my live stream when I told you this, Vampire Bunny. And this I guess this man came out of nowhere and gave me a $200 gift card. I still have the $200 gift card that he gave me. I didn't know this man from a can of paint, but he gave me a $200 gift card. He gave me a $200 gift card. I didn't know him. And you know what? Being that I am humble and I serve a good God, God been looking out for me. So don't ever say there is not a God, because he is good. When I am broke and I don't think I don't have nothing, always God make a way for me out of no way. So always remember, when you think that the Lord ain't listening and he don't know what you're going through, he knows exactly what you're going through. But guess what? You have to stay positive. You have to live a positive life for the Lord to work on you. Don't go around living a negative life and you want the Lord to bless you. He is not going to bless you because you are living a negative life. You're talking about each other. You're bashing each other for no apparent reason. You're doing it just because. What I mean by just because, there's no reason why. That's what just because means. You don't have no reason to bash somebody. You're just doing it. So you want that person miserable because you're miserable. You want them to live a miserable life. So if they don't live a miserable life, you're going to bash them. Stop it. Stop hurting each other. It's enough of that out here in the world. Frank said that person was hurt by somebody. So that's why they spoke like that. God is going to heal her heart one day, and she will thank you for it. I think she will. But let me tell you something, Frank. I didn't hold it against her because let me tell you something. When a person do me wrong and talk bad, I don't hold it against them. I just pray for them. I don't do tit for tat. What I mean by that, I always say that. Hey, hello, Channel 1. Thanks for joining. Make sure you hit the like button if you can. When people do me wrong and try to talk down and want me to say, go their level, do tit for tat, I don't do revenge. I simply just pray for them because their heart is not right. But their heart will be right as long as you pray for them. Not only pray for yourself, pray for other people too. People don't pray for other people. They just pray for themselves. That is selfish when you just pray for yourself. If you read in the Bible, you shouldn't be selfish. We have to pray for one another. When somebody going through stuff, pray for them. Simply get on your knees and pray for them. Don't just be selfish and pray for yourself. Oh, Lord, I want a new car. I want to do this. Oh, amen. Is that the way we pray? That is not the way we pray. When we get on our knees and pray, we pray that the Lord will bless us and keep us. Pray for that person that's on the street. Pray for that person that doesn't have any food. Don't just get on your knees and pray for you. Where they do that at? Don't do that. Pray for one another. We need to pray for one another. If you're going to pray for yourself, that is being selfish. When I pray for my children. I pray for my mother. I pray for my Father in heaven, that the Lord is still keeping him safe up in heaven, that he is looking down on me and knowing that I am okay. Vampire probably said we all get some blessings, but one must really position herself, or they won't recognize a true blessing. Amen, Vampire. That's absolutely true, sweetheart. That's true. That's so awesome how God makes a way for his children that really love him. Yes, it is, Chrissy. He does. He makes a way. The Lord knows I love him. And listen, I didn't have a dime, and the check came in the mail. And then I was thinking the man was going to take my purse, and I held my purse so close, and he just simply gave me a $200 gift card. And you're going to tell me, if that ain't God, who is that? It's not nobody here on earth. Ain't nobody going to give me no $200 gift card here on earth, really? If you count on people to give you a $200 gift card here, you better think again, because they're not going to give you absolutely nothing. Frank said that person was hurt by somebody. So, okay. I agree, Frank, that woman is so close to God. Trisha is helping. Yes, I'm trying to help her. Vampire, I am. Yeah, but if you think somebody's going to give you something here on earth, ain't nobody going to give you nothing. Ain't nobody going to give you no $200. They may give you a quarter. They ain't going to give you no $200. Nobody don't care about nothing like that. Right. God, not God. Yeah. People always talk down about the Lord. I am always going to lift him up because he's been so good to me. Like I said, I'm not supposed to be here, but I am here. I am here to tell the good news. I am here to spread the good news. Whether people want to come to my channel or not, when people see that you're talking positive, they usually go to the next channel. I don't want to hear that positive. It's okay. It's okay. Like I said, it's okay. I'm okay with that. I misspelled above, sorry. Was you trying to say God is good, Vampire Bunny? God, not a God. Are you trying to say God is good, Vampire Bunny? If you are, God is good all the time. He don't make no mistakes in life. And let me tell you something. I think I was just the chosen one to get that $200 gift card. You know, sometimes God have chosen ones. And I think I'm a chosen one because there's a lot of stuff that goes on in my life. And I was like, wow, I think I'm a chosen one. And it talks about that in the Bible, being a chosen one. And I think I am a chosen one. You know what? I am good. I like to speak good on people. I said, God, I meant God. There is just one. Right. There is just one God. Not two or three. So if you serve one, there's one God. There's a lot of people try to serve other gods, but those not real gods. Stop trying to serve your voodoo doll and all this mess. God will heal her heart one day. Yes, he will, Frank. I think he's going to work with her. She's a teacher, but he's going to work with her. He's going to get her what she want to be with because she's around a good person. I am a good person. I talk to her every day. We talk every day. And she was like, she don't know God. She don't want nothing to do with him. But you know, she'll come around because the God gonna change her heart, especially when you're around somebody positive. Now, if I was a negative person toward her, talking negative with her while she's saying there's no God, and she's gonna keep thinking that way. You have to be around positive people to think positive. And not only me, she had to get on her knees and pray. I mean, I can't be God. I only can lead her to the Lord and tell her what's good about the Lord. Why I like the Lord. Why he loves me. Why he loves her. That's all I can do. I can't lead her to the cross. I can't lead her to heaven one day. She has to be her own person and lead her own self to heaven. I only can talk to her and talk positive to her about the Lord. Everybody don't want to hear about the Lord, but it's okay. But I'm going to still do that. I'm still going to judge. I'm not going to judge people, but I'm going to still welcome people to my page. I don't judge people. I just welcome to my page. Does she have children? Yes, she do. She had one child. She just had a baby, Vampire. She just had a baby. Her baby's about 3 or 4 months now, I think. Might be a little bit older, baby. Well, I think about 3 or 4 months, I think. She just had a baby some months ago. Yes, she have a child. And yeah. But like I said, I speak positive. My channel is all about positive. And you know, like I said, I welcome everybody in my page. And if I forget somebody that's on my channel, I am sorry. Like you know, sometimes I talk so much. You know, I just be into the word and I tell you guys. And sometimes I forget and I go back and see what I say. It's not that I'm ignoring nobody. I don't do that. I don't go on here and ignore people. That's horrible. People ignoring you on their channel. I go to a lot of live stream. People ignore you. But it's okay. I simply just say hi and I simply remove myself from that. And you know, and I wait a minute and see. They usually go from you ever been to someone's channel? Wait a minute. I'm a possible leader, but stop trusting in God at one point in my life. You know what? But you know what? But God got you though. He got you. So you know what? The Lord is not going to leave you or forsake you. Frank, he's still working in your life. And you're going to be just what the Lord wants you to be. And he's going to help you believe in him. He's going to do something marvelous in your life. And you're going to believe in him. Let me tell you something. Like I said, I wasn't supposed to be here, but I am here. I'm still hanging on. The Lord do stuff marvelous in your life. When he see you good to people, when he see you with a great heart, he helps you out to be what you want to be in this world. Both of them need God. Yes, they do. They both need God. That baby gonna need God, and that baby gonna need guidance. She have a little girl, and she's gonna need guidance. So yeah, but like I said, we gotta love the people that hate us. We gotta love the people that do us wrong, no matter what. Some days, a long time ago, I didn't want to like people that did me wrong. I wanted to pay them back. But now, the state of mind that I am today, I let the Lord do that. I don't do the paying back stuff. That's childish. Why pay somebody back? You're just being negative as they is. You're just being childish as they is. You live and learn every day. I live and learn about a lot of stuff every day. I live and learn that people are not going to always be for me, but it's okay. There's a lot of people against me, but that's okay. But I don't get on here bashing people because they're against me. There's a lot of YouTubers are against people. Why? Just because. What I mean by just because, just for no reason. Because you are doing good. You are telling what you need to tell about the Lord. People don't want to hear about the Lord. If you're saying something about the Lord, they're going to run away from your channel. If you're talking anything highly about the Lord, they're going to run away from your channel. They don't want to hear that. Do you think people want to hear about God? No. But you better listen now while you got a chance, while you got ears to hear, while you got eyes to see. You better listen. Because if you don't listen now, it's going to be too late later. Stop running away from channels like this. Hold on. Hold on, this thing is taking me somewhere. Okay. Hold on, Vampire Bunny. My mom taught me why even use revenge when God is just. God is so just. Some of the best advice she left me with. That's great. That's right. You don't have to use revenge toward nobody. That is great advice, Vampire. Good morning, SP. How are you? Thanks for joining, lady. Yeah, so don't go about getting revenge from somebody. I used to be that type. That's why when I talk to you guys about stuff that's going on, it's something I've been through too. About getting revenge. I always want to get revenge about somebody. I should be out there want to fight everybody. from my family. They like to fight. I mean, they just, my brothers and taught me how to fight. My sisters and taught me how to fight. So when people got in my way, I was ready to fight them. That is not, that is ugly. Want to fight everybody? That is an ugly way to look. No, I don't do that no more. That old me is gone, and I thank the Lord that old me is gone. I'm not that way no more. I simply walk away from people that want to fight or people are talking negative. No, I'd be like, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna pray for you. My words all the time now is, I'm gonna pray for you, and I do. I pray for them. I just put it in God's hand. If it needs to be handled, God will do it. He'll do it on His time, not our time. It's God time, and everybody always say rushing to God. God, stop rushing the Lord. The Lord is a one-time God. He's never late. He's never early. He's always on time. So why rush Him? You're going to miss out on your blessing rushing the Lord. Just wait on the Lord. Like the song say, wait on the Lord. He will answer your prayers. He answered mine. It wasn't when I wanted, it was on His timing. Stop rushing Him. He hear your prayer. He sees you. You may can't touch Him, but He hear you. Stop acting like he doesn't exist. That's what people here on earth do. Oh, that man don't exist. He doesn't really? Okay. Your day is coming. You're going to wish you did say He exists. So stop putting people down. Stop hating on one another while we're here. If somebody miserable, pray for them. If they live a miserable life, pray for them also. Everybody need prayer. I need prayer. You need prayer. We all need prayer. I am not perfect. I am just a motivational speaker. I am not a preacher. I am not a pastor. I don't want to be a pastor. I don't want to be a preacher. I just like to motivate people, make them feel good about themselves when they are going through stuff. The reason why I chose to be a motivational speaker, because I like to talk to people, and I not only talk to people, I like to talk positive to people. And the reason why I want to be why I chose to be a motivational speaker, wait a minute, hold on. What on the Lord, but don't let, like, I'm waiting on Him, like snapping your finger, giving it up, just amen. They do that every day, vampire. The Lord knows what you know. The Lord already knows your problem. You don't have to tell Him anything, but the Lord wants you to tell Him your problem. He already know it, but tell Him what you need. But when you tell Him what you need, stop going back saying the same, oh Lord, you ain't blessed me, oh Lord. Stop it. The Lord gonna bless you on His time. Stop going back and stop praying for the same thing. I see a lot of people pray for the same thing. You're not supposed to pray for the same thing. One time. Pray one time. The Lord is not deaf. He sees you. He hears you. One time. You ain't got to pray 15 million times about the same prayer. Oh Lord, I pray for my family. Oh Lord, I pray for my family. Stop. One time. All it takes is one time. God will answer your prayers. God can answer prayers decades later in His time, right? It could be like 20 years later, but He's going to answer it. But you have to be positive. He's not going to answer your prayer when you're talking about each other, being negative and being mean to people. Stop being mean to people. Stop it. Stop being mean. Do you know how many hearts are you hurting when you're being mean to people? It's so nice. It's so good to be good to people. I just think it was so hard to be nice to people. But as I grown and grown and grown, I learned it's very easy to be nice to people. And I'm a very nice person. If you guys ever meet me in person, you'll see that I am the same way. I am the same way. You'll say, oh, Trisha is the same way. Trisha is the same way. Trisha don't change for nobody. Only person I'm going to change for is the Lord. If the Lord think I need to change, that's who I'm going to change for. I'm not going to change for nobody here on earth. Really? These people, please. Hey, Tabby, how are you? Thanks for joining, girl. How are you doing? How's your morning or afternoon, whatever time is it there? Welcome to the live, sweetheart. Yeah, we don't change for people. Only person we should change for is the Lord. If the Lord say we need to change something, that's who we change for. Don't go changing for people here on earth. Are they God? Absolutely not. Stop it. Don't change for them. Change for the Lord. Be good to one another. Love one another. Smile every day, even if you don't want to smile. Many days I don't want to get on here and smile, but guess what? I smile at it every day. Because you know what? That's what the Lord wants us to do. He wants us to smile. He wants us to have a humble heart. I live a humble heart. I have a humble heart, and I live a peaceful life. What I mean by a peaceful life, I'm drama free. If you got drama and junk in your trunk, Hi, Felicia. What I mean by jumping your trunk? Drama. I'm allergic to drama. I stay away from people like that. They bring you down. No, I don't want people like that around me. I'd rather be around people that's going to lift me up and tell me things that I need to know. Don't bring me down. Don't talk bad about me. If you don't like me, don't come around me. But guess what? I still like you even though you don't like me. That's what the Lord wants us to do. Let the Lord do the judging. Don't you go judging somebody. Oh, I don't like her because, or I don't like him. Stop. Don't do that. Life is too short. We got to learn to love one another while we're here. Tomorrow is not promised. And I say that in every one of my live streams. Tomorrow is not promised. And I'm going to tell you guys that every time I talk on my live stream, tomorrow is not promised. This second, this moment, that's what we're supposed to live for. This hour. Yesterday is gone. So if you still talking about stuff from yesterday, get over it, sweetie. And if you're talking about something for tomorrow, you're not sure you're going to be here tomorrow. We're living for this reason, not the season. Reason why we're not living for a season, because that's tomorrow, that's next year. We're not sure we're going to be here next year. So we have to live for the reason, not the season. Let's remember those things, guys. When people tell you, oh, I'll see you tomorrow, say, if God's willing, you will see me tomorrow. Don't just say, I'll see you tomorrow. Are you sure you're going to be here tomorrow? Are you really sure? You're not sure that you're not going to be here tomorrow. So say, if God's willing. And I tell you guys that in my live stream all the time too. Always say, if God's willing. Don't just say, I'll see you tomorrow. It's a lot of people didn't wake up this morning to see tomorrow, to see today, because they simply, their time had expired. Don't let your time expire on you to get closer to the Lord. Do it now while we're living, while we're still breathing, while we're still achieving. Do it now. The Lord loves you just the way you are. If the Lord thinks you need to change, that's when you change. Don't change for people here on earth. Don't be negative toward another person because the other person is being negative. Usually people do that. They see the other person being negative, so they want to join them. It's like a crowd thing. Stop being in a crowd. You are you. You're by yourself. When you die, like I tell you guys that in my live stream all the time, when you die, you're going to die by yourself. You're not going to die with those people. When you get put in that grave, you are by yourself. So stop trying to be in a crowd. You're by yourself. You are solo. Solo, not with people. My grandma always tell me that, see you tomorrow if God's will. Yeah, that's right. That's how it's supposed to go, Chrissy. If God's willing. Don't just say, see you tomorrow. And what else you going to say after that, see you tomorrow? Is there anything else to go with it as see you tomorrow? Or you just say, see you tomorrow? If God's willing, always say that. I'm going to teach you guys that. Don't just say, I see you tomorrow. Say, I'll see you. When I talk to people, I always say, if God's willing, I'll be there tomorrow. Everybody asks me, is you coming tomorrow? Yeah, if God's willing, I'll be there. If it wasn't God's will, I wouldn't be here this morning talking to you guys. So guess what? I still have a purpose to be still living. God has something for me still. He's not done with me yet. That's why I'm still here. You guys should think the same way. You woke up this morning, God still has something for you. So you're still here. You're still breathing. You're still achieving. So you are here for a reason still. God is not through with you yet. So while you being miserable and mean to people and negative toward people, remember, you are here for a reason. Put all that negative junk behind and hold your head up on high and say, I got this. I am here for a reason. Get up in the morning, like I tell you guys in my live stream all the time. Get up in the morning and pray. Don't just say, get up. Get up and say, thank you, Lord, for waking me up this morning. You didn't have to do it, but guess what? You did. So if he woke you up this morning, you are here for a reason. Remember that, people. A lot of people don't think they're here for a reason. They think that people here on earth woke them up. Absolutely not. People here on earth don't wake you up. People here on earth cause a lot of drama, but they don't wake you up. Learn these things, people. We are here for ourselves. We are here for a reason. We are here for ourselves to serve the Lord. And we are here to serve the Lord for a reason. If the Lord woke you up, he give you another chance to get it right. To get it right. What I mean by getting it right with people, get it right with the Lord. Get a relationship with the Lord. Not just a relationship, like I tell you guys in my live stream all the time. Get a personal relationship. A sinner can have a relationship. That means he just know the Lord. He don't talk about the Lord, but he know him. That's what a sinner do. And a regular person that is not a Christian, they just know the Lord. A personal relationship is somebody getting on their knees praying, somebody who meditates every now and then, somebody who listens to what the Lord is telling them, and somebody who reads the Bible. That's a person that have a personal relationship with the Lord. So let's know the meaning of a personal relationship and just a relationship. Like I said, a sinner can just have a relationship. A regular person that's not a Christian just can have a relationship. That's just somebody that just knows the Lord. They don't pick up the Bible. They don't pray to him. They don't listen to him. And they absolutely don't meditate. Meditate sometime. One thing that I do need to get in, I need to start fasting. I used to think that was so hard to fast because I am a person that likes to eat. And I said, you know what? I need to learn how to fast because that's being obedient with the Lord when you fast. So let's do that too sometime. Let's start fasting too. Yeah, I try to say that is a day the Lord has made. Let me be glad and rejoice in. Amen. Yes, that is true. This is the day the Lord has made. Yeah, let us be glad and rejoice in it. Absolutely, Vampire Bunny. You are amazing, Vampire Bunny. I love you on my live stream, girl. Don't you ever leave my live stream. You are amazing. That's just why you one of my mods, because I enjoy you on my live stream. And I don't take none of you guys. Let me tell you something. I don't take none of you guys for granted. None of you guys. Always remember that. I am grateful to have each and every one of you guys. Like I said yesterday in my live stream, I don't care if I have one person in my live stream. I'm going to still have my live stream going on. There's a lot of people that goes on live. They may get one person, and maybe just one or two. But let me tell you something. If I have one person in my life, thank you so much, Vampire. I just want to let you know that I appreciate you, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I don't tell you guys that enough, but I do. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And don't ever forget that. I would never take none of you guys for granted. But like I said, I don't care if I have just one person in my live stream. I'm going to still talk to that one person. The Lord know my heart, and the Lord going to bring more and more people to my live stream. He's going to bring them. I'm not going to stop talking because I have one person. Where do they do that at? I guess here on earth. Stay confident in yourself. Don't let people steal your joy because you have one person in your live stream. Talk to that person. Talk to them. Maybe they can lead you to make Trisha love you too. Oh, Chrissy, I love you more. Yeah. Yeah, thank God. Thank God for that. Don't go on here and say, well, I only got one person in my live stream. Don't worry about that one person, because that one person, you may tell that one person something, and that person you may get to that one person about what they need to know. They may be feeling down and out, and you might be the person that lift them up. So don't worry about how many people you got in your live stream. So many people don't want to go on live because they simply think they're only going to get one person, or simply don't get nobody at all. Don't worry about other people. If you keep worrying about other people, you're going to stay down and out. You're going to stay lonely. You're going to be negative toward everybody, and you never want to go on live. Like I'm telling Chrissy, go on live sometime, Chrissy. Don't worry about what other people think about you. If you have one person, that one person may be me, but I'm going to be there for you. Just like you guys are here for me, I'm going to be there for you too. So if you have one person in your live stream, I'm going to be there. Go on live sometime, Chrissy, so you can get your watch hour. Don't be afraid to go on live. Yep, and don't worry about it. Amen, Vampire Bunny. You ain't said nothing but a word. You are so right, sis. Yes, SP, don't worry about numbers. So many people worried about, because you get one person. Let me tell you something. I don't care if I got one person in my life. I'm going to still come on live. And me and that person can talk and talk and talk for 2 hours if we want to. I'm going to talk to that person. I don't worry about numbers. People do that too much. Hey, How to Cook, how are you? Thanks for joining, sweetheart. How's your morning going so far? I'm hoping you're having an awesome morning, day, or whatever time is it there. Yeah. So don't worry about how many people you got. That's what people do. They worry about numbers. Okay, you got 50 people in your live stream. Okay. But do those 50 people know the Lord? Do they love the Lord? Or are they talking negative? Are they, I'm doing wonderful. Thanks for asking how to cook. Yeah. Or do they love the Lord? Are they there for you? Or are they there just to collect numbers? Mostly people come to your live stream just to collect numbers. When they collect their numbers, they simply go. They don't give a thumbs up, they just leave. Like Mickey XOX was talking about. People come to her live stream just to get numbers. They don't say how you doing. They don't say none of that. I'm glad you're doing good, how to cook. I'm doing awesome also. They don't come and say how you doing. They just come grab. I got a couple subscribers, I'm gone. So mostly people are your friends just for numbers. They're not there for genuine reason. There's a lot of people not genuine to you. They just genuine just for numbers. Once they get their numbers where they want to, they're gonna simply leave your channel. They're gonna simply unsubscribe you because they don't need you no more. They got what they wanted. Know the people. They're there all the time. That's what Aunt Mickey was telling us yesterday. So stop trying to get numbers all the time. Be with people that's going to stay there for you. There's a lot of people that you subscribe to is not going to stay there for you all the time. They usually leave you. Once they get where they want to get to, they're gone. They disappear. You don't see them no more. I appreciate that you're intent in conversation about important things and not about you and being online channel. Yes, right. Thank you so much, Vampire Bunny. I like to help you guys out too. But don't just come to live stream just to get numbers. Listen to what I have to say sometime. Thank you. You know how to cook? Why isn't she not a mod? How to cook comes to my life all the time. That's sad. I'm sorry, how to cook. She's here all the time. I'm sorry, how to cook. You're here all the time, how to cook. You always support me, and I appreciate you, girl. And I haven't said I appreciate you. Know that I do. I appreciate you. Why is it still showing at you? Okay, yeah. So yeah, learn to love one another and appreciate one another to come to your live stream. When I see people come to my live stream, I always say, hello, how are you doing? Good morning, good afternoon, whatever time it is. Always appreciate people. Be grateful that you have people come to your live stream. Don't go around just grabbing people and leave out. Don't even say good morning. Some people come to your live stream, don't even say good morning. They just go grabbing. Oh yeah, I got them. Okay, bye. Those type of people are there for just for your numbers. That's it. I missed Mickey's stream yesterday. I know I seen you at the end, Chrissy. We need each other. We do how to cook. We need each other. But mostly people just come just to get numbers and they leave you. They don't even stay 10 minutes. They get people off your live stream and they go. They never say, how you doing, Trisha? How are you doing today? How you doing? You're doing an awesome job. I just wanted to let you know that I'm gonna stay 10 minutes with you and then I'm gonna go off and do what I gotta do. What's 10 minutes? Let it run. I would never go to somebody's live stream and just leave them. I was at How to Cook live stream yesterday. I stayed on her live stream. I left it running and I did what I had to do. I would never do that to people. You don't do people like that. How do you like somebody to do you like that? You don't do that. You stay on their live stream for a minute. Don't just get on for a second and leave. Really? Don't do that. Okay, SB, that's cool. I need to join you. Oh yeah, because How to Cook is good. She's a good one, Vampire Bunny. Yeah, don't just come to somebody thing and leave. It's not good at all. It's not good at all. I welcome everybody here. I don't judge. A lot of people judge. Oh, they Chinese, so don't welcome to your life. Just because they're Chinese, you're gonna ban them from your life? Really? Just because they're African, you're gonna ban them from your life? Just because they speak another language, you're gonna ban them from your life? You're losing good people. You don't know that person's heart. You don't know what that person needs to hear. That person probably needs to hear something about the Lord, that he's good and he's good all the time. But you never know because you banned them from your live stream. Don't ban people from your live stream. Welcome everybody. If the Lord welcomed us, you want to welcome everybody. Don't go on your somebody's live stream and say, oh, I don't want her at my live stream. Really? Is that the way the Lord do us? The Lord doesn't do that to us. He don't judge nobody. People here on us judge all the time. Oh, I don't like her because I don't like him because really? Is that how people do? Yes, that's what the people do here on earth. Don't judge. Stop it. Too many people say, I'm on Howie. Make an appearance and go. Never understand that. They do it all the time, Vampire. They do it all the time. They make their appearance and say, hey, I'm here. You can tell when a person's there because simply the numbers go down, simply the numbers go back up. Stop lying. You only lying to yourself. People know. I know. I know who people who come and who goes. It tells me right at the top. Stop lying. If you're not there, if you're listening, that's fine. Don't go saying you're there for somebody and then take it off and come back 2 seconds later. I'm back. If you say if you're leaving for a minute, that's fine. I understand. Don't just leave and don't say nothing. Just grabbing numbers. I had a person a couple of days ago came and I said, thumbs up the live stream. He just grabbing and left. Never thumbs up the live stream. Just grab and left. That type of person, just there for numbers. And once they get their numbers, guess what? They're going to unsubscribe you. They're going to unsubscribe you because they wasn't there for you. They were there for the numbers. Know the difference, people. Everybody's not there just to satisfy you. No, they're not here to hear the word. They're not here for your channel. They're just here for the numbers. I went to Willy Willy last night. It was popping. Wow, I didn't get to Willy Willy's. I go to sleep so early, SP, but I'm gonna make it one day to his live. He knows my heart. He knows how I am. I get to make it sometime. I missed his live yesterday. I got back home and it was too late, but I go to bed around about 9:30, 10 o'clock. I'm supposed to be watching the movie. The movie be watching me. But that's just the way it is. I try to stay on people's lives, but hey, that's the way it is. But we got to support each other. We got to love one another. We have to network the right way. People leave me all the time. Yeah, people leave me all the time. Don't worry about people leaving you. Because they wasn't there. When people leave you, Chrissy, they wasn't there for you in the first time. They was there for the numbers. People leave me all the time too. They're not there for me. They're there for the numbers. Always remember that, Chrissy. They're not there for you. They're there for the numbers. Once they get their number, they're going to unsubscribe to you anyway. They want to get higher. So they just come in just to get their numbers. Once they get them, they're leaving you. Hello. Movie watching me. I will have to remember that. Yes, the movie Watch Me, Vampire. I don't watch it. They be watching me. I was watching some movie yesterday. It's called Room. I don't know. It's an older movie. It's about this little boy. This man had kidnapped this lady. You guys need to go see it if you haven't seen it. I mean, it's not in the movies no more. It's probably on Netflix or something. I watched it on Hulu. He was in Cheap, but God will never watch us. You right about that? When we go other people, I assure you it's good to stay 15 more because we need each other. Don't go around. Don't go just grind people. They're so bad. Let me tell you something. They do it all the time. They do it all the time. They do it all the time, Habakkuk. God will never leave us. God will never leave us. Like I tell everybody, I don't care if I have one person in here. I'm going to still do my thing. This is what I do every morning, and this is what I do. And this is what I do. And this is what I do. And I don't care if I have one person. Guess what? I'm going to still motivate that person. Maybe that person needs to hear something from me. I'm not going to stop my live stream because I only got one person. Where do they do that at? Because people say you got one person you need to get off. Nah, I'm going to continue on going because the Lord going to get me where I need to be. But I have to stay positive and wait on the Lord. That's what I need to do. God will never leave us, right? I should make a video on people leaving him. That's a good one, Chrissy. That's a good one. That's a real good one, Chrissy. You so don't worry about people leaving your live stream, coming over and just grabbing. Their channel is not going to last very long because you're doing it the wrong way. You're just grabbing people because you think just because. SP said, I don't leave once I'm in. I want to see what a person talk about. Amen, SP. I know you're there for me, sweetheart. You're always there for me. That's why you're one of my mods. The people that I made mods, they are special people to me. They are special people. I don't just go out giving mods away like that. Who does that? Oh, you can get one. You can get one. No. They are special people. These people are grateful. These people are loving. These people are amazing people. And people like that, you want them as mods. You want them to keep them around. You don't want people to come to your live stream and just grab and say, oh, can you make me a mod? One guy asked me, can I make him a mod? He's hardly ever here. Why do you want to be a mod? Mod is a very important job. You have to watch out for people that come on people's live streams. Like the trolls and stuff. Some people just want that. Stop. is. Watch out for people's page. Watch out for people's channel. Don't just go on somebody's channel and say, yeah, I'm a mod. I'm high now. You ain't no high. You ain't nothing because you ain't doing it the right way. People drives me crazy. Sometimes the old me comes out, but I don't let it come out. I continue on being a good person that I am because I know the Lord got some more in store for me, and I know He's gonna bring more people into my live stream. Usually people. I am. How you doing? I am. Thanks for joining. How you doing today? Make sure you guys hit that like button if you can. It's so free. You know, I'm glad it's free. But yeah, don't go to somebody's live stream and just say, hey. That's how it is. Vampire Bites, it happens all the time at those grow channels. Some have other accounts and they join you to keep you, to get their numbers up. And then they drop you. Sounds like what Satan. That's what Satan does, Vampire Bunny. You are absolutely right. That's what he does. They drop you when they get where you want to get to. Oh, thank you. You're very welcome, How to Cook. Yeah. So go into somebody's channel and stay for a while with them. Enjoy them. Even if you got to keep them running and you got to do something. And then if you got to go, that's fine. Just stay the 15 minutes, like How to Cook say. Stay the 15 minutes and leave. I would never go to nobody live stream and stay 3 minutes and say, oh, all right, bye. Picking people and going. I'll see you later. Give a little, it's free. Right. Good morning, Queen. How are you? Thanks for joining. It's good to see you. Yeah, thanks for joining. Welcome to the live stream this morning. I'm hoping you're having an awesome morning. Yeah, so don't just come on somebody's live stream for 5 minutes and say, I'm gone. You grab and see who you can grab. And oh yeah, she ain't got too many people on there. I'm gone. Oh yeah, I got 2 people off her live. I'm gone. Yeah, what you said right, Vampire, that is true. That's what Satan does. He does that. Yeah, so we have to learn to be a person live and be faithful, be truthful. Because once they get, usually people that grab, they get their numbers and then they're going to leave you. They're not your friend long. They're not your friend at all. They just come and get your line, get numbers and leave. Once they get where they want to get to, believe me, you're going to be dropped like a hot potato. You think they're going to say your friend. That's what you think. It's not true. It happened to me all the time. Hey, how are you? Thanks for joining Blended Whiskey. Make sure you give me a thumbs up if you can. Yeah, they're going to leave you. They're going to stay for a moment and they're going to leave you. You got to know genuine people from negative people. There's a lot of negative people out there love negative energy. There's a lot of negative people love drama. And a person that loves drama is going to go where it's drama at. My channel is not drama. It's a lot of positive people. People don't like to be around positive, so they absolutely just leave. They leave. They go. They get away from channels like that. Why they leave away from Christian channel? Why they leave away from people that motivate people? Because that's what they do. People come and go in your channels, like I just told you. Just like what just happened. People come and go. I watch the numbers go up. I watch the numbers go down. But let me tell you something. I don't let people steal my joy because of numbers. I'm not here for the numbers. I'm here to send the Lord, give the Lord what He wants for me to do for you guys. I'm not here to just say, hey, you know what, this and that. I'm here to spread the word. Whether a person want to hear it or not, I am going to do what I got to do. I am not a pastor. I am not a preacher. I am a motivational speaker. I speak the truth. I speak about the Lord. I speak about all types of positive things. I don't want to be a pastor. I don't want to be a preacher. I love what I do. And what I do, it motivates people to come back. I do not speak negative on my channel. I speak all positive things. So if you like positive things, please stay. Yeah. Cassandra. Hey, Cassandra, how are you? Thanks for joining. Yeah. So let's be good to one another. Stop hating on each other because you think it's something good to do, because there's absolutely nothing good going to come out of that. Being hateful is a sin. You're going around hating people just because, what I mean by just because, for no reason. And mostly people do that here on social media. They hate you just because. When you're doing good and you know you're doing good, people hate you for that. People don't want to see you doing good. Only person want you to see you doing good is the Lord. Stay 15 minutes or more when you come in. There you go. Thank you, How to Cook. but they don't. I see my numbers go up, down all day. But you know what? I don't let the devil steal my joy. I continue on talking. I continue on doing what I got to do to serve the Lord. Like I said, as long as I get where I need to get to, that's all that matters. And I'm going to get where I need to get to because guess what? I love the Lord and the Lord loves me. Sis, I wanted to ask you this question. Do you think that they're going to find that little girl? You know what? I don't know, SP. I don't know. I hope so. I was thinking about that the other day. I don't know. I hope they do. I really do. Good answer. Good question, SP. I don't know. Yeah, let's start loving one another. Let's start being there for one another. Stop trying to get numbers and leave somebody's channel. That is not being truthful. That is fake. You're being fake about stuff. Stop doing that. When I go to people live stream, I stay a while. Just like kudos to Mickey XOXO. She is awesome. I love her live stream. She's awesome. She's positive. She's funny. I love her live stream. Shout out to you, Mickey XOXO. You're awesome. Yeah. I mean, what she said yesterday makes a lot of sense. People coming to her channel just to get numbers. Come on, come and stay a while. Listen to what she got to say. She's a funny person. She's awesome. Don't just come and grab numbers and keep coming back and forth. That's what they do to mine. They come back and forth. I see the numbers go up. I see the numbers go down. Yeah, I love Mickey too, Vampire. They go up, they go down. They go up, they go down. All that. But I don't let the devil steal my joy. Just get up in the morning and say, devil, you're not going to steal my joy. Continue on doing what the Lord wants you to do. Be good to people. Don't worry about what the haters say about you. Because if they talked about the Lord, guess what? You're not perfect. They're going to talk about you too. They're probably going to talk about you even more. Wish I couldn't bottle her. Wish I could bottle her. And oh, tell me about it, Vampire. Me too. She is an awesome person, Chrissy. I love her too. We were doing a game yesterday in her thing, Would You Rather. I'm gonna have to do that on mine one day, but I don't know what to say Would You Rather do, but I'm gonna have to do that. That sounds really fun. Her channel is very awesome. Shout out to Mickey XOXO. She is an awesome person. Not just have an awesome channel, she's an awesome person anyway. You know what? You can look at a person and learn their spirit just about them. I go to a person's channel and I feel their spirit just by talking to them, by listening to them. Hello, my precious friend. Hello, how are you, Panera Grace? How you doing? How's your morning going? I'm hoping, or afternoon, I'm hoping you're having an awesome day or morning or whatever time. Welcome to the live, sweetheart. Yeah. So I went to her live stream yesterday, and it's really positive. And it's positive. I mean, she don't talk junk and stuff like that. You go by somebody's spirit. Always go by people's spirit. There's a lot of people who have good spirits, and I meet a lot of people that have a good spirit. You can look at a person and see if they got a good spirit or not. Just by going to their live stream, you can tell their spirit. And I see that all the time. Frank says, I would rather on my own channel, not yet on this one. I'm good this afternoon. Oh, it's afternoon here. Okay, that's cool. I would rather on my old channel, not yet on this one. Okay, Frank. Yeah. So let's stay around, love one another, be good to one another. Don't go around hate. There's a lot of that in the world. Talk positive to people. Don't go around saying negative things to people all the time. Do you know how many people's hearts you hurt by saying negative things to people? Love the world you would rather. Let me see, what's it? Love the wood you rather want. I don't get what you're saying, Vampire Bunny. Love the wood you rather. Oh, love the wood you would. Yeah, we're gonna have to do that one day, Vampire. I got what you're saying now. Yeah, we're gonna have to do that one day. I would look for that video. Yeah, we're gonna have to do that. Yeah. But yeah, don't worry about what people say about you. Be happy, be humble. Always be humble, no matter what you're going through. Always practice to be humble. Everybody not humble because they don't like being humble. A humble life is better. I'm trying to tell you. Being humble to people no matter what they do to you. Okay. Share live stream, guys. Yeah, thank you, Halakut. Yeah, be humble to people no matter how people treat you. Let me tell you something. I have been treated the worst. And let me tell you something. I have a life story about stuff that used to go on before I was a Christian. I used to be treated the worst. Just because, what I mean by just because, again, for no reason. People do that just for no reason. One thing about me, and people test me now, because where I used to be at, I don't want to go back there. That's not a good person. That's a mean person. So right now, I get tested every day from somebody, um, work, everywhere. Somebody gonna test you because they're gonna see how you are. Even the Lord tests you. Don't just think the devil tests you. The devil tests you all the time. The Lord tests you too. He can see if you're gonna fail. He's gonna see if you're that person that you say you are. Like I said, if you meet any of you guys ever meet me in person, I am the same way. I'm not going to change. I am not bipolar. I do not like being around bipolar. Don't let me come to your live stream and you don't like me that day. And the next day I come there, you like me. I am the same all the time. Whoever comes to my live stream, I'm going to like you always. I'm not going to say, oh, you go to the next person. That's what people do. They usually go to the next person. They see you come to their live stream. Oh, how you doing, SP? And then I'm before SP, but they'll go to SP. They'll forget about me. But it's okay. It is what it is. That's what they say. Thank you. Share the live stream. Thank you. I mean, I look forward for you other videos too. But I absolutely love the inspirational one. Okay, Vampire. But we're going to do the Would You Rather one with an inspirational thing to it. We ain't going to do no the other stuff. We're going to put it like, we're gonna put some inspirational stuff. Like, would you rather serve this or do this? We're gonna do it good. We're gonna do a good one. Don't worry. But like I said, just love one another. Be good to one another. Don't go around hating each other. There's a lot of that in this world. But people will test you. People here on earth will test you because that's Satan. But the Lord will test you also. The Lord will test you and see what type of person you are. Like I said, I don't be around vampire. You hear me, vampire. I don't really be around bipolar people because there's a lot of bipolar people. You come to their live stream, they don't know you that day, but you go there the next day, they know you. Hey, how you doing? I was just there yesterday, but you didn't acknowledge me, and I know you see me because it could be a person above me you speak to, and then you speak to the person under me, and I'm in the middle, so you're gonna say you didn't see me. But let me tell you something. I don't pay that no attention. I still smile and I keep it moving. What I mean by keeping it moving, I simply remove myself from that live stream and continue on doing what I got to do. I don't hate that person. I just continue moving away from it. You don't have to get mad at people because they don't come to your live stream or people don't acknowledge you in their live stream. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about it. So many people worry about little stuff. Leave it alone. Don't lose no sleep over. I know I'm not going to lose no sleep over nobody. Only person I'm going to lose sleep over is the Lord. That's it. These people is come and go. Everybody come and go every day. Everyone is special in the sight of God. Never mind people. Right. Never mind people. If we keep living for people, we're never going to get nowhere. We're going to be stuck in a rut. Don't live for people. Live for the Lord. Enjoy being who you are. Don't worry about what people say about you or how people feel about you. If they talked about the Lord, they're going to talk about you too. You're not perfect. You're not special to people here. That's why they bash each other. Because we're not special and we're not perfect. We never will be perfect. But here on earth, people think that we got to be perfect and special for them to like us. You got to just be just you. Don't worry about people. Everyone is special in their own way. That's right, Panara. That's right. They're special in everyone. Never mind other people. Have to do some cleaning. I will keep this open. Listen though. See you later. Here to another God's will. Thank you, Vampire. You better come back again, sweetie. Love you. How are you doing? So let's learn to love one another. Keep each other in prayers when they're going through stuff. When you see somebody miserable and you know you want to pray for them, just pray for them. Keep them in your prayer. If they say don't touch me, don't pray for me, pray for them on your own. Go home and pray for them. Yeah, go home and pray for them. You don't have to pray for them. If they don't want you to touch them, don't touch them. Because let me tell you something. Be careful who hand you shake. Everybody's hand is not for you. What I mean by that, some hands are to Satan. Don't shake Satan's hand. And be careful who you let pray for you. Everybody is not always for you. There's a lot of people praying for you to fail. So always remember who prayed for you too. Love you. Oh, God bless you too. Thank you, Bunny. But yeah, don't worry about other people. People are here to hurt your feelings. People are here to bring you down. Don't let people bring you down. And don't let people steal your joy. They do it all the time. People try to steal my joy every time, but you know what? When people steal my joy every time, I pray about them and keep on moving. Because once you pray about it, things will get better. But it's not going to get better on your time. It's going to get better on their time, on the Lord's time. The Lord is an on-time God. He's never late. He's never early. He's on time all the time. So if you think somebody dogging you or hurting you, pray about it. I get hurt every day, but you know what? I chose not to say nothing. I just stay humble and stay to myself because the Lord going to see me through whatever things is going on in my life. He's going to help me out with this. I got a lot going on, but you know the Lord got me. I just got to continue staying humble and continue on being who I am. Don't change because the person wants you to change. There's a lot of people change because a group wants you to change. Don't be a part of a group. Be who you are. Be yourself. Start being yourself and try God and see how it works. Stop being like think that you got to be in a group of people to change. Change on your own. If the Lord say change, that's when you need to change. Don't worry about what people say on here. If a person here on earth telling you to change, you don't need to listen to them. They're not the God. They're not God. Love who you are. Be who you are. Be good to yourself. And always respect you. Respect who you are. Respect the next person too. Regardless if they don't respect you, still respect them. Let the Lord take care of them. Don't try to get revenge. Don't try to get back at a person that dogged you. Don't try to get back at a person that hurt you. I've been hurt a lot of times, but I don't try to get back at people. I simply leave it to the Lord and let him handle it. Because if he handle it, I'll be okay. Leave it to him and pray about that person. Don't go pray about that person and say, I'm about to go get them back. Because if you do that, you're simply not leaving it to the Lord. You're just doing the wrong stuff. Don't pray about something and say, well, I prayed about it and then do something different. Don't do that. Don't do that. The Lord don't want us to do that. He wanted to leave it. When we pray about something, leave it to him and don't pray about it no more. Leave it to him because he hears us. He hears everything we're talking about. The Lord is not deaf. He's there for us always. Not sometime, but always. People hear from you is here for you sometime. The Lord is for you all the time. Always remember that. Always be grateful. Don't practice being ungrateful. Don't be ungrateful to nobody. Always be grateful. No matter how that person done you, still be grateful. The Lord wants us to be grateful, not ungrateful. There's a lot of ungrateful people walking around, but you know what? You let the Lord handle them. We don't have to be like them. We don't have to act like them. We got to act like who the Lord wants us to be. Yes, amen, we do. Jesus is the one who changes, not people. Right. Jesus is who changes you, not people, Chrissy. Right. Don't let people change you. People does it all the time. They let people change them. Why let people change you? That's when you're becoming weak-minded. If a person can change you here on earth, you are very weak. Stop being weak behind people. We are here to love one another. We are here to watch over one another. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. How are you doing? Make sure you hit the thumbs up button for me. How you doing, Blue Ivy? Yeah. So love one another for who they are. Stop trying to get something out of somebody. Stop trying to do a tit for tat, trying to get back. Thank you so much, Blue Ivy. Stop trying to get back at a person. You'll never win getting back at somebody. You loses all the time. Leave it to the Lord. Let him do the thinking. Let him do the judging. Don't go around judging people. People do it all the time too. Judging. Why do you judge people? Do you know that person's story? No, you don't. Do you know that what that person had to do to get up in the morning? No, you don't. But you're judging that person because you think you can. Stop judging people. Learn to love that person. Learn to find out about that person. You never know about that person if you don't get to know them. You judge a person because other people judging them. Did you get to know that person? If a person say they don't like you and you doing what the other person do, you're judging them. Stop. You don't know that person. You don't know what that person had to get to even get here this morning. Yeah, it's true, Pinar. They do a lot of judging. Stop judging people. I would never go on my live stream and judge people. You who you are. I welcome everybody here. I'm not going to judge who come to my live stream. Oh, I don't want her to come to my live stream because she's African. I don't want him to come to my live stream because he's Chinese. I don't want him to come to my live stream because he speaks a different language. Do the Lord do that to you? Do the Lord judge you and tell you don't come to my live stream because I'm speaking this or I'm doing this? I'm doing good. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're so welcome. Yeah, don't go judging people. Everybody is welcome here. Whether you green, purple, yellow, whatever color, you all welcome. People judge you the way you look. People judge you of your color. People judge you the way you talk. Stop judging people because of that. Don't do that. If the Lord say, come as you are, I say the same things in my life stream. Come as you are. I don't care if you have a crazy heart. Still come. If you don't love the Lord, still come. You're very welcome. You still come. Don't just think I want you here for numbers. I want you here because I want to pray for you and I want to motivate you to give you a word maybe that you need. Mostly people need to hear stuff. Some people going through changes and don't know they need to hear stuff. Listen to what the Lord is telling you. If He's telling you get your life right, get it right now while you're still breathing. Don't wait till the end because the end might be too late. So stop being negative toward people that you don't even know. And even if you do know them, stop being negative. It's enough of that in the world. Be positive. Talk positive. Be positive. Be humble. Be humble. Be humble. There's a lot of people say they're humble, but if you start talking to them, they're not humble. There's a lot of people say they're positive, but when you start talking to them, they're not positive. They got a lot of hate in their heart. Have your heart lined up like the Lord. If the Lord loves us, we got to love one another, no matter what that person done to us. Like I said, it's not just the people that do you wrong. It's family that do you wrong also. There's family members will hurt your heart and walk away from you like they haven't done anything to you. But you got to pray for those people. Don't try to get back at them. Family members is like that. We got to learn to just stay humble and love who we are. And if the Lord wants us to change, that's when we change. Don't go changing for people here on earth. For what? Don't go changing for people here on earth. These people ain't going to mean us no good. These people want you to fail. And when you fail, they are going to laugh at you. And they're going to laugh really loud at you. So stop putting the Lord behind you. Put Him beside you. Put the Lord beside you and let Him walk beside you. Stop putting the Lord on the back burner. What I mean by a back burner, stop letting Him be behind you. He can't see you behind you. Put Him on the side of you and let Him talk to Him every day. Put the devil behind you and leave him back there. Put him under your feet and leave him up under there too. So when you come in contact with people that's talking negative, simply walk away from them. If you come in contact with people talking negative about a person, walk away from them. Because they're not meaning you no good. Because if they're talking about the next person, what makes you think they're not talking about you too? They're probably talking about you too. If they're going to sit up and talk all about that person in front of your face, what do you think they're talking about to you? What do you think they're saying about you? So remove yourself from negative people. Be around somebody who's going to lift you up and talk positive to you. I'm about to get off this live stream in 5 minutes because I got something I need to do. But I'm going to tell you guys something, and I want you guys to know that I love each and every one of you guys. And when I say that, I am meaning it for real. I am not a fake person. I do not like being around fake people. I am positive. I like doing positive things. I like thinking positive. I do not like being around nobody going to talk negative. If you negative, please move away from me. I am not that like that. I like to keep a smile on my face, whether I'm sad or not. I still thank you so much for your love. You're very welcome, Panana Grace. I want to keep a smile on each and every one of you guys' face, no matter what you're going through. And if I'm going through stuff, you guys will never know because I don't get on live stream and tell you, oh, I'm going through this. Oh, I'm about. You would never know I'm going through stuff because I don't show it on live. I'm going to always stay humble and I'm going to always be friendly with each and every one of you guys. And if I never told you guys, I am thankful and I'm grateful to have each and every one of you guys in my live stream. You guys have a wonderful morning, evening, or whatever time is there. And always, always remember to smile no matter what's going on in your life. Still continue to smile. Don't let the devil steal your joy because he will come and steal your joy. He does it every day. Don't let him do it. Remember to smile. Remember to smile always, no matter what's going on. And have a wonderful day. God bless each and every one of you guys. Say bye, Maya. Sylvia, say bye.
Yeah.
Say bye.
My shirt.
Say bye. Okay, have a wonderful.
Big thumbs up.
She say big thumbs up.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Okay, press it hard. Okay, that's it.